Hey guys, what's up? Ruben here from the Midnight Garage, and today we're going to install an aftermarket H4 Xenon conversion kit in Kees' ride-and-drive Honda Civic. Now, since Kees' car is blue and the Xenon set has a slight blue hue to it, I think it's going to look very nice in combination. Now let's just slightly zoom into his faded hood for no reason at all. Here we have the Xenon kit. It's a Safe Go kit, and well, let's see what's inside. Ooh, very exciting. So in the set we have 2 xenon lights, we have 2 ballasts, and we have some wiring. Alright, so I hooked everything up so we can take a look at it. So first up, we're going to start at the start. Here there is a positive lead that has to be connected to your battery, to the positive lead of your battery. Then here we have a 3-point plug which has to be connected to the original switch that is connected to one of your headlights. Then we follow this to a relay and we go all the way to one headlight. As you can see, everything mounts up very nicely. We have the ballast here that has to be mounted near a headlight, and we have the light itself, and then the only wire that's left, that's a ground point for this side. And then we move to the other side and we have the same. We have another ballast and we have another light. All the wires are connected again. And this is the second ground point, and that's all there is to installing this Xenon setup. So let's start. I'll first start with the positive terminal, and before I do that I will disconnect the negative lead on the battery. Now in this case it doesn't really matter because Kees thinks that it doesn't matter to disconnect your battery and then leave your car parked for months. So in result his battery is absolutely dead and this thing is useless. But you know, if you are driving your car on a daily basis, you definitely need to disconnect your battery first. Alright, so the negative lead has been disconnected and I've already connected the positive wire, wiring everything up. And now I can see how much space I have to install the control unit. I think this place is a nice place to install it since there's already an original bolt here that I can use. That's hooked up. Now we need to find a nice place for the ballast, and I think I saw a little screw hole right here, a little thread. That one, and I think that one's perfect to install the ballast on, so I'm going to do that now. Control unit done, ballast done. Now we just need to find a ground point for the first light, and I think that the original ground point that is right next to the headlights is good enough. So at this point you might be thinking like, why are you not wire tucking it? Well, have you seen the rest of the engine bay? That's not worth it, especially not with the turbo setup that's going to be in the car really soon. So it's going to be one big mess, and wire tucking in it is not really worth our time. I've just hooked up the light setup as well, so one set's now fully installed, so it's time to test out and see if it works. I did hook up the battery to another battery, by the way. Alright, let's see. Yep, that works. Here you can see the difference between a xenon light on this side and a regular light on the other side. Very nice. One thing Kees might need to change is his city light, since he has a yellow city light now right in the middle of all this blue light. So Kees, you might need to consider swapping that one out for a light blue one as well. Now that we know it works, it's time to route this wiring all the way to the other side. Now I'm going to route it underneath the T-frame here, and I'm going to tie wrap it underneath the T-frame. That way it's nicely out of sight, and we have the wiring here where we need them. Alright, I have the wiring routed to this side as well. I've also found a nice space here for the other ballast, and now the only thing that's left to do, except for mounting the headlight, is the ground point, which I'm going to use the original ground point for. So on this side we can basically ignore the old plug since we don't need that anymore, and the headlight itself has a small clip, and if you pull the clip you can already remove the old light, and then you put the new light in, then you put the clip back, and then everything's installed. Et voila! Both sides are installed. Now it's time to take the car for a spin. So one final check, the high and low beam. It's currently on low beam and now it's on high beam. Well, that all works great. Now the output is a whole lot better than it was with the regular lights, and apparently the blue light is supposed to mimic sunlight, so therefore you should be less tired when driving at night. Now I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but it's a nice story anyways. But nevertheless, I'm very happy with the result and I think it looks really good. I might even install it in one of my own cars as well. Right, so before we close up the video, I want to say one final thing, and that's do check your laws, because in Holland, the country we're based in, this is actually illegal to run xenon lights with regular headlights. Only if you have projector headlight, like for example on the DC2, you're allowed to run xenon lights, because the beam gets, well, slightly distorted when running xenon lights, and therefore it's not legal. Now the police doesn't really make a big fuss about it, and you can change it back in 1 minute, so it's not really a big deal, but it's in fact illegal, and for the annual inspection you do have to change it back. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and then hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.